Welcome everyone to another 9X tool demo series. If anyone's here for the first time, so to tell you a bit about 9X, we're a Berlin-based company, and we're helping fast-growing companies scale their business through what we call no-code operations. So working with, let's say, the business teams, whether it's HR, finance, marketing, or sales, to basically automate their work without necessarily depending on their tech team. So thanks to a lot of new SaaS solutions and no-code tools, these more business departments are able to automate a lot of things on their own. And it also, I guess, eases a bit of the backlog and pressure on the tech team. So I think especially in terms of the B2B clients that we work with, and especially in any terms of areas of sales, probably one of the number one requests we have for automation is in the area of sales outreach. It's an area that's probably one of the most challenging, but also if you get it right, it can bring a huge amount of value to the business. So we're very excited to welcome Arslan from LinkedCamp to join us today. And yeah, to show us a bit about his tool and how he's solving those problems for his clients. So Arslan, welcome.
Welcome, nice to meet everybody.
Perfect. So yeah, maybe you can get started with giving us a bit of an intro into LinkedCamp. How did you guys start? What have you been doing?
Okay, we have been working in this space from using through LinkedCamp in the last 2 years, serving more than 4,000 customers at the moment. Our customers using LinkedCamp, starting from back in by the end of 2020, we started developing the product, which was initially we was providing service to our clients, and from there and then COVID happens and we launched this as a product, and then we got a lot of more clients from the market, and it's keep on growing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. So should we get straight into the demo?
Yeah, just a quick overview about the product. So it's a sales automation tool mainly focused on LinkedIn automation, along with that email automation as well. So you can run multi-channel campaign using LinkedCamp, where you can target the prospects on LinkedIn. At the same time, you can reach out to them on their email addresses as well by connecting your email account. So it is mainly focused towards the sales or the marketing professionals and the recruiters. So that is our more focused audience at the moment. But there are some other areas which could be a good focus, which can make use of this tool to generate leads for their businesses. Let's move to the demo side of the things about the product. Let me quickly share my screen.
Perfect. And while you're setting that up, Arslan, so for everyone else, we will have definitely time for Q&A at the end. But if you do have questions throughout, feel free to use the chat. And I can also then read them out to Arslan, and we can answer them as we go as well.
Sure.
Perfect. Yep, we see that.
Okay, perfect. So talking about the tool, this is the dashboard where you would be able to see the quick stats on the daily basis or weekly or monthly basis. So here on the top, it is showing, okay, 8 engagements done today, 27 invites gone out so far, 3 messages. And if you have the email campaign running, you will be able to see the stats over here. Here we have the current social selling index. Social selling index is basically the algorithm for LinkedIn. So based on how you are doing different activities on LinkedIn, LinkedIn will increase or decrease your social selling index. 50 plus is considered as an average social selling index, and 70 plus is considered a very good score. Then here you can see what are the replies detected, the people got connected with you, activities done today, and here is the quick overview about the reporting of different campaigns running on this account, like how many are in queue, messages gone out, people got connected, and here you can see the classification of the different prospects where you have assigned tags to the prospects based on either the deal is done, the people is interested or not interested. So based on that classification. Moving to the next section where we have the campaigns. So the main thing over here is that connecting an account and running the campaigns. So here we have I have the list of campaigns running in this account, where you can see the stats for all the different campaigns that are running on this account. Like talking about this one, where we have got different sort of like results. If you get into this one, then here you would be able to see the list of all the different prospects that are in this campaign. Here you get to see the details about the prospect, and then the company they are working in currently, all the details about the company. Then we have the different steps that has been executed or failed. And here you can see the chat, the message that gone out and the message that has been received. You can send the message right from here as well. And or you can send a save reply on a single click, or you can schedule a message as well right from here. Then we have here's the stats section, where you can see day-to-day stats. You can export the data into the CSV file as well. Moving to the next section, where we have three type of campaigns. The first one is the sequence campaign, where you can have a process, or like step-by-step process, where you can start a campaign, like putting on the LinkedIn URL. So basically we are supporting 5 type of campaigns. You can run like post campaign, polls campaign, event campaign, group campaign, simple search campaign, or the sales navigator campaigns as well. All you need to do is that, if you like talking about the simple post campaign, all you need to do, let's say I want to, this is a post which has like around 382 reactions over here. Then all you need to do is that copy the URL. Right from here, you can go back to the tool, click on LinkedIn URL for the post, click on over here and paste the link over here to start a campaign. You have multiple options over here which you can make use of. The other type of campaign we have is a flow campaign, where you can design your own tree, how you want to like do different activities. So you have your own control. Like I can put the same URL over here, put on the title here quickly, and then we can like create our own tree. Let's say I want to connect with the people, then we can like do the connection, send the connection request first. Then we have multiple triggers available over here, where we would like to see, okay, if the person got connected or not. Then we have let's say we want to send a follow-up message after the person got connected. So you can quickly send a follow-up message. After that, you can check for, okay, if the person replied, then you can look for the replies as well. And then you may want to send another follow-up message over here. And after that, by then we also have the option, you can follow the company. So you need to provide, if you have a company page on LinkedIn, then you can provide the URL over here, and you can invite first degree connections, which are the people who are already connected with you. You can send them invite to follow your company page. And you can
I have one question, Arslan, on this one. Like the follow company, you have a field where you can enter the URL there. But can I have this as a dynamic attribute for the contacts? Or let's say I contact multiple people from different companies. Can I add this as a step dynamically to follow their company?
Follow their company? No, this is just for like following, like inviting the people to follow your company. It's not like following your company. Okay. Then we have
got it.
Yep. Then we have the engagement step over here as well, where you can view their profile, you can like the post, so you can randomize it, and you may want to like any 1 or 2 or 3 posts, or you can provide comma separated keywords as well. Let's say you want to you just want to like the post which has the business keyword, and you can endorse the skills as well, either any random skills, or you can provide comma separated skill set as well. Here we have the delay, so you can set the delay in days or hours. Let's say you want to do it, let's follow it after 10 hours, then you can do the engagement, and we will connect. If connecting no with the engagement, we will remove this one, and at the end we will drop the goal over here. So now our tree is completed. First step, we are connecting with the prospect, and here is the connect node. So you can, we have a list of dynamic placeholder you can make use of in your messaging. the first name, last name, designation, location, company name, and industry. So you can make use of that, and system will automatically replace that. Like this one, the first name, if a request is going out to John, it will be replaced with John. If going out to Alex, it will be replaced with Alex. And here we have the fallback value. So whenever you drop a new it will ask you for the fallback value. Fallback value means that if somehow the company name is not available, what would be the name you will, or the value you would like to send in the message. So you need to set it as per your messaging. And you can modify, you can make use of the templates as well. So we have different templates available, which you can make use of, and you can save this message as a template as well, so that you can use it later down the line in your campaigns. Then we have the if connected, where you can modify your wait time. So you may want to wait for 10 days. Okay, keep on waiting to see if the person got connected within 10 days. Otherwise, after 10 days, no will be executed. But as soon as the person got connected, the just sequence will be executed, which means that if the person accepts your request on the very first day, then the first message sequence will go execute after, like, let's say I send it after 1 hour. Then the first follow-up message will be sent after 1 hour. You can put on your messaging over here. Again, the placeholders are available. You can also send attachments, so you can upload the PDF files, images, GIFs, and then we have an integration with highprice.com, which is a hyper personalization tool where you can send them the images, which will be sent as an attachment. So here, like this one, if I send this message, then first name will be replaced with the name of the prospect. So if it's sent to John, then it will be, hi John, good to see you in my connections. That message first, that will be sent with first follow-up message. Then we have if applied. Sorry, any questions?
Yeah, I've got a question. It's really amazing the level of complexity and detail you can get to in this workflow. For people starting out, do you guys have some sort of suggested templates, or are there some best practices in terms of schedules to follow, or you'd really advise everyone sort of needs to figure out their own flow, what works for them?
So we have provided some predefined templates as well. The generic templates are the ones which are provided by us, which are proven, which are working. So we have provided some of the templates over here as well. We have also provided some of the flows which are working. Other than that, the best practices, we have the knowledge base in place. So you can go to help.linkedcamp.com anytime and have look for best practices. We have a complete detailed guide over here in the help center.
Amazing.
Then moving to the next step here, you can check for the reply, and then you can have another follow-up message. So you can go on and on. We do not have any limitations in place in regards to the tree. So you can set it up, you can save the flow, and later down the line, you can reuse this existing flow as well. Here we have some of the options available in regards to the campaigns. And if you have native integration, we have 3 native integrations at the moment: HubSpot, Pipedrive, and Go High Level CRM. So like I have integration with HubSpot over here, and here I can set to add the leads. When a reply is detected, it will send the data to HubSpot, and then that lead will be added into my CRM. You can make use of other available options as well. If you are not using any of those of CRM, then you can go for the webhook options. So we have webhooks in place. Any questions here? Anybody?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if you're planning to cover it later, but so when we set this campaign up, how does it actually work under the hood? I know there's some LinkedIn automation tools where you need to keep like a browser window open and it's actually faking that it's you. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about the technical setup, about what's actually happening when you set a campaign like this live.
Okay, so there are 3 types of tools in the market. One is a Chrome extension, the second one is a desktop application, and the third one is a cloud solution. LinkedCamp is a cloud solution. For the Chrome extensions, you need to keep your Chrome browser open. It will run as your computer is on and you have your browser open. It will run accordingly. And for the desktop applications, you need to have your laptop open again. But for the cloud solution, when you run a campaign, you can turn your computer off. It will keep on running as per the scheduler and as per the defined limits. So first of all, when I start the campaign right from here, what it will do is that it will filter out the prospects from LinkedIn. And once you have the list of the prospects available, then it will start executing the sequence as per the daily limits. So if you have, and as per the schedule, so let's say you can set the scheduler in any time zone. Let's say you want to target the prospects in maybe in the Los Angeles time zone. So if I go to scheduler here, I can set the time zone, like what would be the start time, then the time zone. If your target audience is in, let's say, Chicago or Los Angeles, or maybe in Melbourne, Australia, you can select the time zone, and you can select, okay, which days we want the system to send the connect request messages or do the activity on the prospects. So you can system will work as per this scheduler. And the other thing is that if you go to the account section where you connect your LinkedIn account, you get to select the daily limits. So here I can set the daily limits. Okay, how many profile engagements to be done each day, how many connect requests, messages, emails, and how many follow requests to be sent for your page. So here you can, yeah.
And Arslan, so what would be the reason for reducing the daily limits? And we also have a question in the chat: is there any risk of LinkedIn blocking your account when you're building these sort of automations out?
So first thing first, if you're starting up with the automation, you need to start with the low limits, because gradually, if you're not sending any requests and immediately you start using automation. So with automation, like, you need to be play on the safer side. You need to start with the lower limits, gradually increase your limits, or warm up your account first. Once you start gradually increasing your limits, it will not be detectable. Other than that, you will be able to send more and more requests. We have accounts where we are sending like more than 100 requests per day as well, bypassing the LinkedIn algorithm. Other than that, if you're just starting up, then just make sure that you are starting with the lower limits. That's on the safer side.
And on the, like you mentioned, then sort of slowly building up your account, is that what because we showed something at the start of the demo, this social selling index, I think you called it. Is that what that's referring to? So as this, is it at like the higher score you have, basically the more automated outreach we can do, or is it like a good indicator for it?
Like I have multiple accounts connections, so let me quickly show you. Let's say this account has low activity, so the you see the score is 32. Okay. And I have some other accounts. This is probably a new account. It has 18 score. So the more activity gradually you keep on doing on regular basis, your social selling index will keep on increasing. So that is the reason, if you have a lower social selling index, you need to do like a limited activity. Over the time, it will increase, and then you can go on the higher end.
Got it. Really cool. And then how long on average do you sort of do you see that it takes to build this up, or it really depends? And is there also,
yeah, it is recommended to like warm up your account or be on the lower limits for first 3 to 4 weeks when you're starting with the automation.
Cool. And while these automations are running, is there anything people should watch out for in terms of them physically using LinkedIn themselves? Should they like avoid it, or is sort of still normal human behavior if they're just scrolling through the feed and maybe commenting on a few things? I guess that still counts to the same daily limit, right?
They can use their like LinkedIn on their mobile, on their browser as well, so they can use that. At the same time, system LinkedCamp will be like running the campaigns, so there will be no issue in regards to using their LinkedIn account. Other than that, we also, when you connect your LinkedIn accounts, you also get to select your country. So system will be assigning a dedicated IP just to make sure that your account is not being accessed from different geolocations. So if you're, let's say, in the UK region or in the US, then you can select your country, and system will assign a dedicated IP to your LinkedIn account. Your account which is connected with LinkedCamp. So whenever a system run the campaigns, it will be using the same dedicated IP. So which means that if you're in the US and your LinkedCamp is also using the same IP, then it will not be a problem. But if you are in some other country and LinkedCamp is accessing the account from a different IP, which is not in the same country, that could be a trouble, because a person or individual cannot be in the two countries at the same time. Is it clear?
I think so. Yeah, no questions so far, so I think we can move ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Then we have the inbox. So if you want to like quickly go through the chat and do the chat over here, you can like send the messages right from here as well, like assign reminders, assign tags to the prospects as well, then filter. And if you have multiple LinkedIn accounts, you can switch between the accounts as well and look for the data. Then we go to the activity section where you can have the activity. So you can see all the different activities from different campaigns that are running on your account. You have multiple filters. You can assign different tags. Let's say I can assign interested to this prospect here. Again, you get to see the data. You can filter down based on the dates or based on the campaigns as well. From here, you can see all the details about the prospects over here, or you can filter down by the tags or by the status as well, if you want to. Then we have day-to-day reporting. So we have like different campaigns running. Here you get to see day-to-day reporting on the different prospects. It appears based on your scheduler. So if you are not running the campaign on specific days, that will appear as 0. For the other days, you can see up to 30 days reporting over here. And you get to see all the different stats over here based for how many invites gone out, how many accepted messages applied, emails, engagement, and followed each day. And you can export the data or switch between the campaigns as well. Then if you are an agency account, then you can manage your users as well. So here I have one user in this account where I get to see, okay, what are the campaigns running. So you get to see the stats over here. You get to see the campaign that is running on this account. So if you are an agency, you can manage all of your users over here. You get to see their campaigns. On a single click, you can log into their account as well and manage their account. If whatever you want to do, you can manage that. Talking about the user in the agency, you get to like manage the user over here. You can cancel the account anytime, or you can pause temporarily. You can pause the account temporarily as well, or you can add new user from here. From here, you can manage the permission. So if I don't want anyone to view the specific sections in the app, then you can turn this on and off from here, and that specific account will not be able to see those specific sections. Then we have the personalized section where you would be able to create your own templates, or you can see the existing one as well. Then we have save replies section where you can create your save replies. Save replies are the one which could be sent on a single click from the inbox. So if you're replying to somebody, you can create your messages over here, and on a single click, that message will go out to that prospect from the inbox. Then we have placeholders, so you can create your own placeholders over here, which you can use in your messaging. And here you can manage your tags right from here. You can change colors or create new tags as well. Then talking about the white label side of the things, we also offer a white label with our agency plans. So like you can white label the solution here. You can put on your company titles like primary, secondary color, upload the logos, tagline summary, description, and the payment terms. Then we have the settings. Here you need to provide us your white label URL. So if you have a domain name, let's say abc.com, then you could have the white label, let's say app.abc.com, and from there your customers will be able to access the solution.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then here you can put on your terms of service, port, email, etc. links over here. Then we have the payment section. We have the option to connect with Stripe. So if you are like you are an agency and you want to make the money out of the this platform, then you can connect your Stripe account, set up your pricing plan over here, create multiple plans. Your customers will be able to go on your white label, and then from there they can sign up. They will be able to choose between the plans, and the payments will split automatically. So whatever our pricing is, that will come to our Stripe account, and whatever your pricing is, you will get that account. Let's say we are selling at $70 and you are selling at $200, then 70 will come to our Stripe account, and remaining 130 will be sent to your Stripe account, and that would be done automatically. There is nothing manual involved in between.
Since we're talking about pricing, maybe you could just tell us a bit more about how the LinkedCamp pricing works. Is it sort of done just monthly subscription and you have as much access as you need, or is it a certain amount of daily outreach that you get then as credits?
So we have like a monthly subscription where you get a single account in $69, and an agency account would be $99, and each account under the agency will be costing $69. You can set the limit, so you get to set the limits. There are no specific limits defined. So max is 100. You can increase or decrease the limits as per your needs, and but each include, like each subscription or plan include only one LinkedIn account and one email account to be connected. If you want additional accounts, then you need to pay more for that.
Got it.
Yeah. Then here you can create for an agency, you can like add your videos over here. So as an agency, you may want to create your own videos for your customers. You can put on all the details, a link over here, title, description, and that these videos will display for your new customers who will sign up and land on the dashboard. Then talking about the webhooks, here you can create your webhooks, which could be triggers on different events. You can like trigger the webhooks. For this, you can use make.com, which is a cheaper option. And the other option is a Zapier, which is a bit expensive options. You can create your webhooks and connect with more than 2,000 applications. You can like use Make or Zapier in between.
So what are some of the main use cases for the webhooks? I guess it's then you can really, like some of the ones I saw there, that when a connection request is accepted, I guess most of your customers would then be pushing that data back to a CRM. Is that sort of what the use case is?
Yeah, so there could be multiple use cases. One could be like you are using a CRM, which is not, we do not have native integration with, let's say, Zoho CRM. We do not have a native integration with Zoho. So if you are using Zoho, you can make use of webhook. So when somebody, if a lead replies or accept connection request, system will automatically trigger the data, and that data will be added into your Zoho CRM. And other option is that if you're using some other email automation tools, or you have a workflow in place, or maybe you want to add the data into the Google Sheet or somewhere, then you can make use of the webhooks as well.
Cool. Really nice.
Moving to the next section, here you get to connect your account. So either you can connect your LinkedIn account or your email account. So for IMAP, we have the information or the details available in our help center. If we search for IMAP over here, then you get to see how you can configure your email account. So here are all the details available. How you can configure your IMAP for Gmail, and same available for Office 365 as well. And you can use your custom, if you have custom IMAP server, you can make use of them as well, like Mailgun. You can use these sort of services as well to send the emails. So it will be sent from your email addresses and from your accounts, and you will be able to see the replies as well. We have multiple triggers, like if email is open, if replied, if email bounced, then you in your workflow or in your flow of the campaign, you can make use of those triggers and do the activity accordingly.
And for the emails, since you showed before in the campaign setup, you gave a few examples about starting from LinkedIn URLs. But how would it go about for emails? Do you sort of need to already have users' emails and upload a CSV, or are you guys also doing some sort of lead enrichment and trying to find the email based on the LinkedIn profile?
Okay, so we only extract the emails from which are available on LinkedIn.
Okay.
But if we also have the option, like if you're using some third-party tool and you want to run the email automation campaigns, then you can upload the CSV file with the email column in it, and system will then you will be able to send the emails as well. And here we have the email node. In case you have the email account connected, you get to select the email account here, select drop email, and then you can compose the email over here, put on your subject line, and put on the body over here.
Really nice.
And then there are 3 triggers: if replied, if email bounced, and if email opened. You can make use of 3 different, and if email exists, these 4 triggers could be used with the email. If we move back, then we have the saved flows. So here we have the predefined flows available. You can create your own flows as well. Like if I click over here, I get to start from the predefined flows. So you do not have to define every time. You can make use of your existing flows as well. That is just an effort for the first time, or you can make use of existing flows that are provided by LinkedCamp.
Cool. Maybe while we're on the flows, Arslan, since when we talk about daily limits, so let's say like of 100 actions, every single step in the flow is an action, right? So let's say you view a profile, then you connect, for instance. So what are some of the strategies? I guess you guys are probably using your own product to reach out to potential clients as well. So is there some way you say, okay, rather than just like as many actions you can in terms of connections, or would you say it's rather better to do less connections and add more steps in to ensure, I guess, a higher conversion rate that they're likely to connect with you?
Well, the best campaigns that are performing for us, The post campaigns are very much performing really good for us. Other than that, event campaigns, group campaigns are, and the email as well. So if you have a premium account, you can make use of email as well. So it's not all about sending the connect request all the time. Somewhere you might be sending the connect request. Sometimes you can make use of groups as well. So relevant groups, there are hundreds of thousands of people in the different groups available. So you can make use of that. Other than that, event campaigns and the group campaigns, they are working. The post campaigns, they are working really well.
Okay, got it. Cool. We have another question in the chat from Husnu. Is there an option to export LinkedIn sales nav searches via LinkedCamp? And if yes, is there a limit to the number of leads that I can extract from LinkedIn?
Okay, so for the free or the basic LinkedIn account, in one go, LinkedIn only shows you 1,000 records, so you can extract up to 1,000 in one go. And for the Sales Navigator, you can extract up to 2,500 in one go.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And maybe, Jan, I think the question that Justin was asking is, if I put the link to generate a campaign, and then you have this step, which is like, I think it's called the filtration, where basically you're just looking at the URL and then extracting all the information. Can I afterwards can I just potentially just have the filtering action, and then once this is done, I just click on export contact, and I guess that would be if I want to extract from Sales Navigator using LinkedCamp. Is that something that you can do, and then potentially get the emails and run the email campaign from LinkedCamp?
Correct. You can do so. Like, we also have a filter over here. So even if you have a sequence, you can turn this filter on, pause campaign after filtration. What it will do is that it will just execute the first step, which is filter leads. After that, your campaign will be paused. So you can go inside the campaign, export the data. If you want to resume the campaign, you can manually resume it, or if you do not want to, you can leave it as it. So you do not have to create the tree. You can use it for extraction of the data as well.
Okay, super interesting, super nice.
Yeah. Other than that, we also have the option, like if you're running a campaign where you do not want to like create a new sequence, you can also add the prospects into an existing campaign. So here you click on add prospects and you just put on the URL, whatever your new search URL is, and system will automatically add the data or new prospects into your existing campaign, which will be following the same flow which you already have in your campaign.
Cool. Yeah, I think that definitely answered the question. So gave the thumbs up.
Yeah, then we go to the settings where we have here we have the integration. So you put on your API keys over here for HubSpot, high level, Pipedrive's, high price, Snowwire. We also have a Snowwire integration. So if you're using Snowwire, then it can allow you to extract the email addresses against the LinkedIn accounts as well, if you want to use that. Then we have for the agency accounts, we have a team section. So if you have virtual assistants or you have some team members, you can create unlimited number of manager or VA accounts over here. There is no additional cost for this one. You can just put on their name, email address, and assign users to them. You may want to, if you have, let's say 20 users, you have 4 VAs, you may want to divide them between 5 accounts for each VA. So you can assign different accounts to them, and they will only be able to access those specific accounts to manage them.
On the user management, because let's say for the example, a bigger sales team where maybe there's 10 SDRs and they're all doing LinkedIn outreach. Is there any inbuilt features in LinkedCamp that sort of make sure that the accounts aren't contacting the same people? Let's say the same person winds up in multiple searches and then they're sort of getting messaged from different salespeople from the same company, or it's a bit too complex to avoid that?
System automatically makes sure of that. So there will be no between the team, there will be no lead duplication. So only one account will be reaching out to one prospect. So other account or other team member will not be reaching out to the same prospect.
Oh, wow, really cool.
Yeah. Then we have the blacklist feature where you can blacklist the accounts. You may want to blacklist your competitors, or you may want to blacklist any keyword or the job title. Just select over here, put on the account name over here, and you can add the keyword over here or the profile URL. Enter their profile URL over here or copy paste. System will automatically skip them and they will never be contacted in any of your campaign. Then we have the automate withdrawal feature. So over the time, you might be sending a request to the people, and don't want to keep a lot of pending requests. So system has auto withdrawal feature, where after a specific number of days, system will automatically withdraw the request, pending request. Then we have the API as well. So if you have your own project and you may want to connect LinkedCamp with that, then you can go to api.linkedcamp.com, and from here you can create the API token, and we have multiple endpoints available over there, which you can make use of that in your application, and you can have your dev team which can make it connected with your application if you want the data over there as well. So here we have the list of the endpoints that are available for API.
Really cool.
And that's pretty much it, I believe. So we have covered everything. Any questions?
Yeah, maybe one question from my side. So is there like what's sort of coming next? Because the tool looks it looks really sharp, and it seems like you've covered a lot of cases there. So what's coming up on your product roadmap? Are there some bigger features that you're working on that you think will really like extend the functionality of LinkedCamp?
Yeah, we are working on some important features in regards to AI, where we can like identify the intent as well. Other than that, we are improving the email automation side of the things. So these are the two important things we are working on at the moment, and we are also coming up with some more native integrations.
Oh, wow. Really cool. And I guess like for me, one interesting thing just to also hear from your experience using your own tool. So obviously, apart from the strategies of building the workflows, in terms of the content, is there anything you can share in terms of like how many messages is too many? Are there some cases where you found, okay, maybe sending too many messages sort of feels a bit spammy, or should you be trying to use some sort of like white papers and generate leads, share PDFs? What are sort of some of the strategies that either you or your customers are using to actually convert the leads when you reach out to them?
Yes, so 3 to 5 follow-up messages are good. If you have less than 3 follow-up messages, then you're not doing well, and more than 5 follow-up messages are a bit spammy. So I think you can make use of up to like 3 follow-up messages, like keep the delay of like between 2 to 3 days in between, and in between you can do the engagement as well. So you can like add engagement step, where LinkedIn sends a notification to that specific person. So whatever you do on the engagements, either you are liking a post, you are endorsing a skill, or visiting their profile, LinkedIn send them a notification that this person has viewed your profile, or this person has liked your post, or endorsing your skills. So in between, if you are doing engagement between your follow-up messages, you are somehow engaging the prospect, where they get to see your name over and over again in their notifications, and then you're sending the follow-up messages as well. This strategy is working really well for us.
Cool. Yeah, I guess it's just about then always staying present in the eyes of your prospect, right?
Correct.
Cool. Really nice. Do we have any other questions from the audience, or people? Alex, anything to add?
Yes, one question from my side, Arslan. So what I understand is that you are receiving into the tool the message that the people send as a reply. Do you also get into the tool the message that people send to the profile without being part of the conversation that was initiated by the system?
So you mean sending a message to the prospect which are not in your campaign, which is not in your campaign?
No, it's more like I mean, yes, actually, yes for this. Or if someone from the campaign sends me a message, do I see that in there, or do I only see here the message in the inbox, which are the responses to my messages from the campaign?
Correct. You get to see all the messages over here as well, and in the activity section. So you get to see this is my sent messages, and these are the replies that has been received.
Okay, so it means also that if you are managing that from your team of SDR, you see everything, or salespeople, you see everything they do on LinkedIn, basically, all the messages that they are sending.
Not all the messages, only the prospects which are in the campaign. So we do not extract all the personal conversations, only the conversations for which the prospects are in the campaigns. So let's say if I have I'm running a campaign where I do not have Alex in my campaign, then it will not be showing any conversation I have on my LinkedIn with Alex. Okay.
But as soon as I have one person in the campaign, then you look at the past message, or only at the new message?
Only the new messages from where the conversation has started through the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you have also do you have webhooks that notify when there's a new message that has been sent?
Yeah, you can trigger the webhooks. There are different events available, so you get to trigger the different events right over here when a
Oh,
message.
this is sweet.
You can also we also have the settings over here, so you can turn new reply. You can turn this option on, and you will receive an email with the reply as well.
Really cool. And we do have Piv, is that all for that question? Because we have another one from the chat.
Yes, that's all.
Yeah. So just some understanding a bit more how LinkedCamp actually connects to LinkedIn in the background. So you mentioned that it's happening on the cloud, and you mentioned there that you're connecting your account. So I guess what LinkedCamp is doing is when you make that connection, it's sort of saving a cookie, is it, and then logging in as you on your behalf on a virtual machine. Is that how it works?
Well, on the cloud, LinkedCamp creates a session with your account. So whenever using the same session over and over again, so we do not create multiple sessions with your LinkedIn account. Only one session is created, and LinkedCamp use that session over and over again to get into your account and run the campaigns on your account.
Nice. And then the sort of follow-up message was to that is like, is LinkedIn sort of actively trying to block LinkedCamp traffic? Are they trying to pick up your, I guess, IP addresses and things like that? And is there a risk when it comes to that?
There is no risk involved because we have a dedicated IP. Okay, so dedicated IP is assigned to each account. We are not like logging into or creating a session from the same IP for 100 or thousands of accounts. It's a separate IP for each account, so that is not detectable by LinkedIn. And
I guess you mentioned before, and it's a dedicated IP, also matching the location that the person is in, right? Yeah, really. Seems like you've thought of a lot. I guess, what were some of the biggest learnings you've had along the way? Was there any time where you really had to change the way you build something to get around something that LinkedIn maybe put in place?
Well, there are a lot of things being changed. Like in between, there comes limitations from the LinkedIn side, like the X number of requests could be sent in a week time. Then other than that, from our first version when we launched, the product was completely different thing, and over the time it has matured. We have a lot of new features out there in the project, and other than that, making use of our product, our whole team is using the product as well, and generating leads from LinkedIn, and along the way we have started using email automation side of the things as well. So there has been a lot of learning in between, and we have been generating some great results using our own product.
Cool, really nice. And so for anyone looking to get started, do you guys have any sort of free trials where people could test out the tool, or?
Yeah, we offer 14 days free trial. So all you need to do is that you need to go linkedcamp.com, click on 14 days free trial, register, put on your email address, name, and you're all good. After 14 days, you get to select, okay, I want to move forward. Or if you have any questions, we provide 24/7 live chat inside your account. So all you need to do is that click on that little blue icon over here, and we can happily answer your question. Our response time is on the average is 5 to 10 minutes max.
Oh, wow, really nice. Working through the night.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, any other questions, guys?
Yeah, I have one question regarding the blacklist functionality, Arslan. How does it work, and how does it work specifically when the blacklist is probably a list that I will have from my CRM? So let's say I have a blacklist in HubSpot. How would I dynamically, like, is it possible to dynamically exclude people from my LinkedCamp campaigns? And if yes, how would you do that?
Yeah, you can do so. So on a single click, you can do so. Let's say I have a prospect, so you go to activity, and here is the button. Okay, let's say I want to blacklist this girl. Then you click on this button, and it will be automatically added into the blacklist.
What about, okay, so this is in one way, so blacklist from LinkedCamp. I meant, is there a way to add a contact? Let's say it's a contact from my CRM. We spoke to this person, maybe per email, maybe it's a customer that churned and doesn't want to have any contact with us anymore. How do I, so I have this customer in HubSpot. and I want to make sure that this customer won't get contacted in LinkedCamp. I might have already the LinkedIn URL of that person. I have found that. Is there a way, like, how do you manage the blacklist besides adding manually here in
So there are one option is that you can export into the CSV file. The other option is that you can make use of API. So here we have the blacklist. You see, we have the blacklist option from where you get to add that person. You can make use of make.com or Zapier and run the and hit this API endpoint, and it will automatically extract and add all the blacklist profiles inside your LinkedCamp account.
Okay, so what I would do there, seeing that, what could work is I have whenever a contact is added to the blacklist in HubSpot, I create the contact in LinkedCamp and I add it to blacklist, and then I make sure that this person is never contacted.
Correct.
Super clear. Thank you.
Cool.
Welcome. Any other questions?
Do you want to add Twitter now that Elon Musk has bought Twitter?
Well, that's in the roadmap, but that is not on the priority at the moment.
You wait to see what he's going to do first. Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah, we want to see first what happens.
Nice. Alrighty, well then I think we can leave it there. Arslan, thank you so much. That was such an in-depth demo, and yeah, you've really thought of everything and built a great tool. So yeah, thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you for your time, guys, today. Take care.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.